For over 2 decades, the Naruto franchise has delivered some of the most iconic characters and jaw-dropping battles in anime history. From the war-torn era of Hashirama and Madara to the godlike threats of the Ōtsutsuki clan, Naruto's world has never been short on powerhouses. But with so many legendary shinobi, tailed beasts, and extraterrestrial beings introduced across Naruto and Boruto, one question has always fueled debates in the community. Who are the strongest characters in the entire franchise? Is it Hashirama Senju, the man hailed as the god of shinobi? Is it Madara Uchiha, the ghost who refused to die? Or perhaps the celestial Ōtsutsuki who exists beyond human comprehension? And what about Naruto himself, the boy who started off as an underdog only to climb his way to godlike power? Well, today we're diving deep into the Naruto and Boruto universe to rank the top 10 strongest characters ever. This isn't just about raw power, it's about abilities, feats, influence, and how they shape the ninja world. Stick around until the very end, because number 1 isn't just a shinobi or even a godlike warrior, it's someone who transcends the concept of battle itself. So grab your kunai, activate your Sharingan, and let's step into the world of Naruto's strongest beings. Number 10, Hashirama Senju, the god of shinobi. Kicking off our list is none other than Hashirama Senju, the first Hokage, the founder of the Hidden Leaf, and the man who earned the legendary title of God of Shinobi. Hashirama wasn't just another strong ninja, he was a generational anomaly. His chakra reserves were so massive that he could battle for days without tiring, and his healing ability was unlike anything seen before. Unlike other shinobi, Hashirama could heal from life-threatening wounds without even weaving hand signs. But what made him truly terrifying was his wood-release Kekkei Genkai. With this power, Hashirama could literally reshape the battlefield, creating forests, suppressing tailed beasts, and even building entire villages. His wood constructs weren't just large, they were monstrous. His wood golem rivaled the size and strength of a tailed beast, while his ultimate technique, the 1,000-armed wooden Buddha, dwarfed even the largest summons. This colossal construct could overpower Madara's perfect Susanoo, something no other shinobi in history had accomplished. And let's not forget his legendary rivalry with Madara Uchiha. Hashirama didn't just fight Madara, he defeated him twice. And remember, this was Madara wielding both the Eternal Mangekyo Sharingan and the Nine Tails under his control. The fact that Hashirama subdued both Madara and Kurama simultaneously speaks volumes about his god-tier strength. What makes Hashirama even scarier is that he mastered Sage Mode, which he could enter instantly without hand signs. This amplified all his abilities: speed, strength, sensory perception, making him an unstoppable force on the battlefield. To this day, even in Boruto, Hashirama's cells are considered so powerful and unique that countless experiments have been conducted on them. From Danzo to Orochimaru to Madara himself, everyone wanted a piece of Hashirama's power. Hashirama wasn't just a warrior, he was a symbol, a man so powerful that he united warring clans, founded a hidden village system, and established an era of peace. Even long after his death, shinobi everywhere still refer to him as the true god of shinobi. And for good reason. Number 9, Madara Uchiha, the ghost of the Uchiha. Next on our list is Hashirama's eternal rival, and perhaps the most iconic villain in the Naruto series, Madara Uchiha. Madara was a genius from birth, awakening the Sharingan at a young age, and quickly mastering it to the highest degree. His tactical mind, mastery of ninjutsu, and unparalleled combat ability made him the leader of the Uchiha clan during the Warring States period. But Madara wasn't content with being just strong, he wanted absolute dominance. With his Eternal Mangekyo Sharingan, he unlocked the perfect Susanoo, a towering armored avatar capable of cutting mountains with a single swing of its blade. Few shinobi could even survive a single clash against this godlike power. During the Fourth Great Ninja War, we witnessed Madara's true might. Alone, he obliterated an entire division of the allied shinobi forces, showcasing the terrifying gap in power between him and ordinary shinobi. And that wasn't even his peak. Once Madara awakened the Rinnegan, his power reached new heights. With techniques like Chibaku Tensei, Limbo Clones, and the ability to summon meteors from space, Madara became a one-man army. But the ultimate transformation came when he became the Jinchuriki of the Ten Tails. In this form, he gained godlike regeneration, truth-seeking orbs that could erase anything on contact, and enough power to challenge the combined might of Naruto and Sasuke. Madara's ambition wasn't just to win battles, it was to reshape reality itself with the infinite Tsukuyomi. And while he was eventually betrayed by Black Zetsu, his presence left an everlasting mark on the shinobi world. What truly makes Madara terrifying is that unlike other villains, his strength wasn't borrowed, it was earned. He wasn't a product of experiments or alien heritage. He was a shinobi who pushed himself beyond the limits of human power. The ghost of the Uchiha continues to haunt the series, cementing his place as one of the greatest powerhouses in Naruto. Number 8. Hamura Otsutsuki, the Forgotten Twin. Number 8 brings us to a character often overlooked in Naruto discussions. Hamura Otsutsuki, the twin brother of Hagoromo. As one of Kaguya's sons, Hamura was among the first humans born with chakra. While Hagoromo inherited the Sharingan and later the Rinnegan, Hamura wielded the Byakugan, granting him nearly 360-degree vision, the ability to see through objects, and most importantly, the ability to see the chakra pathway system. But Hamura didn't stop there. Eventually, he awakened the Tenseigan, an evolved form of the Byakugan that granted him godlike abilities, including gravity manipulation, flight, and access to the Tenseigan chakra mode, complete with his own set of truth-seeking orbs. Hamura's greatest feat came when he and Hagoromo fought their own mother, Kaguya Otsutsuki, and the Ten Tails. Together, they battled for months, reshaping the earth itself with the scale of their fight, and eventually succeeded in sealing Kaguya away. After the battle, Hagoromo stayed on Earth to guide humanity, while Hamura chose a different path, traveling to the moon to watch over the remnants of the Ten Tails and ensure that his mother's body never threatened the world again. Although Hamura doesn't get as much spotlight as Hagoromo, make no mistake, his power was immense. With the Tenseigan, Hamura had enough destructive ability to literally weaponize the moon and obliterate the earth if he desired. While history remembers Hagoromo as the Sage of Six Paths, Hamura's contribution to saving the world cannot be ignored. Without him, the shinobi world wouldn't exist as we know it. Number 7. Hagoromo Otsutsuki, the Sage of Six Paths. Coming in at number 7 is Hagoromo Otsutsuki, the legendary Sage of Six Paths. Revered as a god by shinobi everywhere, Hagoromo was the first man to truly understand chakra and its potential. Hagoromo inherited the Sharingan and later awakened the Rinnegan, giving him mastery over gravity, souls, and the ability to cast the creation of all things technique, a power so great it allowed him to turn imagination into reality. With it, he created the nine-tailed beasts from the chakra of the Ten Tails, gifting them individuality and free will. Despite being a pacifist, Hagoromo was a fearsome warrior. His Mangekyo Sharingan granted him Susanoo, while his Rinnegan gave him unparalleled control over life and death. His Sage mode further enhanced his already godlike abilities. His most famous weapon, the Sword of Nunoboko, was forged from a truth-seeking orb and said to be able to cut through anything, even reality itself. But Hagoromo's greatest strength wasn't just his power, it was his wisdom. He spread Ninshu, the precursor to ninjutsu, teaching humanity how to connect through chakra. While his teachings were later distorted into the ninja system we know today, Hagoromo's legacy lived on as the foundation of the shinobi world. In terms of raw power, Hagoromo was unmatched for his time. With his brother, he sealed away Kaguya and ended the reign of terror that threatened to destroy the world. If not for Hagoromo, the cycle of shinobi and chakra as we know it would never have existed. Number 6. Kaguya Otsutsuki, the mother of chakra. At number 6, we have the progenitor of chakra herself, Kaguya Otsutsuki. Over 1,000 years before Naruto's story, Kaguya descended to Earth with the goal of cultivating a chakra fruit, but instead she consumed it herself, becoming the first wielder of chakra on the planet. With her newfound power, she ended the endless wars of mankind, initially bringing peace, but soon became a tyrant who ruled with fear. Kaguya's power was unlike anything humanity had ever seen. She could instantly shift herself and others between multiple dimensions, making it nearly impossible to pin her down. Her all-killing ash bones could pierce any defense, instantly disintegrating those struck. Even her hair could become deadly weapons, capable of piercing through Susanoo's armor. But her most devastating technique was the expansive truth-seeking ball, a massive sphere of chakra capable of wiping out the entire world. With this alone, Kaguya proved herself to be the strongest villain in the original Naruto series. Even Hagoromo and Hamura combined couldn't defeat her. They had to seal her away. Later, it took Naruto, Sasuke, Kakashi, and Sakura working together at their absolute peak to even stand a chance against her. Kaguya wasn't just strong, she was terrifying. The scale of her abilities placed her above almost every being in the Naruto franchise. Number 5. Sasuke Uchiha, the Shadow Hokage. Taking the 5th spot is none other than Sasuke Uchiha, the last surviving Uchiha of his generation, Naruto's greatest rival, and the shinobi who earned the title of Shadow Hokage. Sasuke's strength has evolved dramatically since his early days in Konoha. His mastery over the Sharingan gave him enhanced perception, genjutsu mastery, and access to devastating techniques like Amaterasu, the inextinguishable black flames. His eternal Mangekyo Sharingan allowed him to summon the perfect Susanoo, a towering guardian capable of leveling entire battlefields. But what truly pushed Sasuke into god-tier territory was the Rinnegan he awakened after receiving Hagoromo's blessing. With this, Sasuke could perform space-time ninjutsu such as Amenotejikara, which allowed him to instantly swap places with objects or opponents. This technique alone caught foes like Momoshiki and Madara off guard, proving its overwhelming utility in battle. His Rinnegan also gave him the ability to travel between dimensions, a skill that made him one of the few shinobi capable of even tracking the Otsutsuki. During the 4th Great Ninja War, Sasuke and Naruto together sealed Kaguya Otsutsuki, a feat that placed them on par with gods. Even in Boruto, though he lost his Rinnegan, Sasuke remains one of the strongest shinobi alive. His tactical genius, mastery of swordsmanship, and advanced ninjutsu keep him leagues above most Kage. What makes Sasuke unique is his balance of raw power and battle intellect. He's not just a powerhouse, he's a strategist who dissects his opponents mid-battle, exploiting even the tiniest weakness. Although he's no longer at his peak, Sasuke's feats and influence cement his place in the top 5 strongest characters in the Naruto franchise. Number 4. Momoshiki Otsutsuki, the Devourer of Chakra. Number 4 brings us to one of Boruto's most dangerous foes, Momoshiki Otsutsuki. Momoshiki was so terrifying that even Kaguya prepared for his arrival by creating an entire army of white Zetsu. That fear alone speaks volumes. Momoshiki wielded the Byakugan, giving him nearly perfect vision, and possessed a pair of Rinnegan embedded in his palms. These Rinnegan allowed him to absorb any chakra-based attack and unleash it back at his enemies with even greater force. With his Takamimusubi no Kami technique, he could turn his opponent's strongest moves against them, amplified many times over, but his true power was revealed after consuming his partner, Kinshiki. In this monstrous form, Momoshiki's speed, strength, and destructive capability skyrocketed. He was able to overwhelm multiple Kage at once, including Gaara, Darui, and Chojuro, defeating them in seconds. Even Naruto and Sasuke struggled against him in a 2-on-1 battle, which speaks volumes considering both were at their peak during this fight. While Momoshiki was ultimately defeated, his presence continued through his possession of Boruto, making him a lasting threat even after death. His sheer destructive ability, godlike speed, and chakra absorption make him one of the most dangerous beings in the Naruto universe. Number 3. Naruto Uzumaki, the 7th Hokage, Baryon Mode. Claiming the number 3 spot is none other than Naruto Uzumaki, the 7th Hokage, the hero of the 4th Great Ninja War, and the boy who went from 0 to God tier. Naruto's journey is one of the most inspiring in anime. From being the knucklehead ninja who couldn't perform a simple clone jutsu to becoming a shinobi who could battle gods, his evolution is unmatched. By befriending Kurama, the Nine-Tails, Naruto became a perfect Jinchuriki. This gave him full access to Kurama's chakra and allowed him to transform into a massive Kurama avatar capable of going toe-to-toe with other tailed beasts. On top of that, his mastery of Sage Mode gave him enhanced sensory abilities, speed, and strength, allowing him to perceive invisible threats and react on godlike levels. During the 4th Great Ninja War, Naruto played a crucial role in defeating Obito, Madara, and Kaguya. With Hagoromo's blessing, Naruto gained access to 6-Path Sage Mode, elevating his power to a divine level, but Naruto's ultimate form came during his fight against Isshiki Otsutsuki, Baryon Mode. This form fused Naruto's chakra with Kurama's, creating entirely new energy. The drawback? It drained both their lives, but in return, Naruto gained unimaginable speed and strength to the point where he could dodge Ishiki's near-instant attacks and land blows that shortened Ishiki's lifespan with every strike. For that brief time, Naruto was the strongest being on Earth. Even Isshiki, who had overwhelmed both Naruto and Sasuke before, was forced into a desperate battle. The cost was enormous, Kurama's death. But this form showcased Naruto's peak potential. From an outcast orphan to the savior of the shinobi world, Naruto's strength and legacy are truly unmatched. Number 2, Isshiki Otsutsuki, the near invincible god. Taking second place is Isshiki Otsutsuki, one of the most terrifying beings in Boruto and the strongest Otsutsuki we've seen in full action. Isshiki's powers were unlike anything the shinobi world had faced. His dojutsu, the Kokugan, allowed him to use the ability known as Sukuna Hikona, which let him shrink himself and any object instantly. He could reduce deadly weapons to microscopic size and enlarge them at will, turning even a simple black rod into a lethal weapon. This ability made him nearly untouchable. No matter how powerful the attack, Isshiki could simply shrink it away or himself to avoid it. Even while inhabiting a weakened vessel, Isshiki destroyed Naruto's Kurama avatar and Sasuke's Susanoo as if they were nothing. He outpaced their every move, proving his dominance. Had he secured Kawaki's body as his true vessel, Ishiki's power would have reached unimaginable heights, potentially enough to wipe out the entire shinobi world without resistance. His fight against Naruto and Sasuke is often remembered as one of the most one-sided battles in Boruto. The only reason Isshiki didn't succeed was Naruto's Baryon mode, which tipped the scales just enough to bring him down. Isshiki represents the terrifying potential of the Ōtsutsuki, a being with divine power, intelligence, and abilities that push beyond anything shinobi could prepare for. Number 1, Shibai Otsutsuki, the god beyond gods. And finally, at number 1, we have Shibai Otsutsuki, a being so powerful that even other Otsutsuki revere him as a god. Unlike Isshiki, Momoshiki, or Kaguya, Shibai doesn't need speculation based on fights. His very existence is enough to put him above all others. Thousands of years before Boruto's events, Shibai consumed countless chakra fruits, evolving beyond physical existence and ascending into pure divinity. His chakra reserves were limitless, his power beyond comprehension. Most importantly, Shibai mastered Shinjutsu, godlike techniques that required no hand seals, no preparation, and seemingly no limits. While Isshiki wielded just one Shinjutsu and was unstoppable, Shibai possessed multiple, making him a transcendent being. Among his known powers was the ability to leave claw marks across any surface, which acted as portals allowing him to travel across dimensions freely. There was no distance too far, no boundary he couldn't cross. He also had the ability to see multiple futures simultaneously, predicting events before they even happened. And if that wasn't broken enough, Shibai's omnipotence gave him the power to alter reality itself, bending existence to his will, reshaping the world as he desired. In essence, Shibai wasn't just the strongest Otsutsuki, he was a god in the truest sense. While we've only seen him in silhouette, the mere fact that characters like Amado, Ada, and Demon reference him as a deity shows how revered and untouchable he is. If Isshiki represented dominance and Naruto represented perseverance, then Shibai represents something far greater: omnipotence, the absolute peak of what an Otsutsuki can become. Until we see him in full action, Shibai stands as the undisputed #1 strongest character in the Naruto franchise. And there you have it, the top 10 strongest characters in Naruto and Boruto, from the legendary shinobi of the past like Hashirama and Madara, to the godlike Otsutsuki who exist beyond human comprehension. Each of these characters has left an unforgettable mark on the series.